Okay, so to begin, you'll want to get the template from the link down below. Now go ahead and get the main body piece and also the ear piece. Okay, now within the X-Acto knife, you'll want to go ahead and start cutting out all the little details like the belly details, the eyes, and the whiskers. You don't really have to cut out the mouth right now because this is a simple version, but if you're doing embroidery, then go ahead and cut out the mouth as well. Make sure to also cut out a little circle in the middle of the nose piece. Now put all your pieces aside except for the main body piece, and for that you'll want to go ahead and start tracing it on the back of your fabric of choice. With some scissors, go ahead and cut out and leave some seam allowance. Now you may notice there's two little darts on the pattern. That is what you'll need to sew up. So go ahead and sew up the little one at the top and the bigger one at the bottom. I like to sew them first, like the two ends together, and then trim off the excess. For this next step, if you printed out a second main body piece, you can go ahead and skip this. If not, go ahead and cut along that little belly line. After doing that, you'll have two pieces. Go ahead and take that top piece with a face on it and trace it on the gray fabric. Put the other one aside. Now you'll want to cut out with seam allowance and also sew that little dart at the top. I forgot to mention, don't forget to draw on the little whiskers and the little dot for the nose. Now go ahead and put that aside and grab your other piece. Now that one you'll want to trace on some white fabric. Then just cut it out. After cutting it, you'll want to place it along with the top piece. Just align it along with the belly line and also with the middle points. Afterwards, you'll want to just pin it all the way around and sew along that line as well. Now make sure to also sew the little dart at the bottom. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and poke a hole through the little dot where the nose is and put one of those little safety noses on. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. For the whiskers, you'll just want to thread your needle with some black embroidery floss and then just poke your needle up from one point of the whisker and out the other, and just do that for all of them. For the eyes, I just like to take some glue and glue the little pupils on the bigger white circles. Then I like to pin them down on the face. Go ahead and align them whatever position you want, and then add a few stitches to secure them. Okay, so go ahead and put that piece to the side for a little bit, and then you'll want to get your ear pattern. Now go ahead and trace 4 of these on the gray fabric. Now after you trace them, you'll want to cut each of those out, and you'll want to sew them up in pairs. And after sewing them up, you'll just want to turn them inside out. Put your ears aside and go ahead and grab that little small belly detail piece. You'll want to trace 5 of these on some gray fabric. I traced mine on the felt. After you trace them, go ahead and cut them out. Using your bottom pattern piece, you'll just want to use that to guide you on how to place them. I just like to glue them down a bit, and then after gluing them down, I like to add a few stitches to secure them more. Now get your 2 big body pieces and go ahead and place them face forward. You're about to pin all the way around, but first you want to align the ears. Try to align them about an inch away from that middle dart point, and then just pin all the way around and sew it up as well. Now make sure to leave a gap that you don't sew so that you can turn it inside out. And once you're done sewing, go ahead and turn it inside out. Then you'll just want to stuff your plush. I'm using some polyester fiber fill. Now thread your needle, and then you'll just want to do a simple ladder stitch to close up that little gap. Now I'm about to explain to you how to do the Totoro with embroidery. Okay, so believe it or not, this isn't too complicated. You'll want to get the pattern and put it into like Photoshop or something. You'll want to separate the face and the belly details apart from the main body. Afterwards, you'll want to put it into an embroidery program. Each program is different, so it's hard for me to do an exact tutorial, but you'll want to design it into a file that you can transfer to your machine to embroider all of it. So you'll basically skip all the steps, including the eyes, the whiskers, all of that, because it's already embroidered and the machine's done it for you. So you just continue cutting your pieces out and sew them along as you normally would. That's pretty much all it is to it. Now, I didn't go too into detail because not everyone has an embroidery machine, so I didn't want to do something that was out of their access. So besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any other requests for tutorials, go ahead and leave them down below.